back to my channel. It's me, the Black Travelista, and today's video is me answering questions that I got sent on Instagram. So this week I thought to myself, let me ask my travelites on Instagram what they'd like to ask me. So I put it out on Instagram and I got bombarded with questions, some really funny ones, some that actually made me chuckle reading them. I'm not going to read out all the questions because I've got like 14 questions. I'm going to answer them all now in this video. So I'm going to get a cup of herbal tea, a glass of rosé, a shot of vodka. Just get whatever you want because this is going to be a really good video. The first question: what made you decide to leave the UK? So many people ask me this all the time. Why did you leave the UK? Like, you know, all your family and friends are there. Why leave and go to Ghana? Why leave and go to Tanzania? And the reason why I left is because something come over me. I've said this before. Anyone that's watched my videos before or are, you know, true travelites, I will know that I left the UK because of many issues. You know, growing up in the UK, obviously I had, you know, many privileges, so to speak. And I'm not gonna say that the UK is all bad. However, as I got older, I got wiser and more into my culture and stuff like that, I realised that England wasn't for me. And when I say it wasn't for me, it was just that the whole culture, I felt I was very far away from my culture, my African culture. I'm a Pan-African, so I believe in, you know, Pan-Africanism. And in the UK, I think that, you know, we're seen as an ethnic minority, should I say, and there's only so far you can go on your Pan-African journey. So I thought, why not go to the motherland and live there? And, you know, I just think that I kind of just got fed up of it. I just got fed up of the weather. I got fed up of the rat race. I got fed up of the way that the UK does things, you know, the bills, you know, everything was, I just feel that in the UK, everything is done to keep us in check, to keep us on a certain level. You get a mobile phone in a 24-month contract, a 12-month contract. You want to get Sky TV in a 12, 14, 24-month contract. Everything is done so if we trip up or we fail in any way. I just think that the system's set up for us to fail. And I'm not saying that people haven't succeeded in England, but for me, I just wanted to travel the waters. I wanted to go back home, come back home to the motherland. I'm not saying that being here is the easiest thing because obviously it's something brand new, but the main reason I wanted to leave the UK is just because I wanted to be in a place where I was the majority, not the minority, so to speak. So that's the answer for that question. So the next question is, other than missing your family, what else do you miss about the UK? What else do I miss about the UK? Well, I don't miss the weather. I don't miss the bills. I don't miss the 9-to-5 job. So what do I miss? I think the main things I miss is my family. I miss my family like crazy. I speak to my mum on WhatsApp every single day. I miss my sister, I miss my brothers, I miss my niece, I miss my cousins, I miss my nieces and nephews, I miss my nan, my gran. You know, it's more just family and friends. Like, one of my friends that I've had for a long time, her name is, I want to mention her name, Pamela. We've been friends from since we was about 20, from about 20, so just going to 20 years this year. And we went to the same place when we first met, and then, you know, we used to go out together and do all the partying and celebrate birthdays together, trips to Manchester, trips to London. Those are things I used to always do with Pam. And, you know, sometimes I just sit back and I think, gosh, I miss doing that. I miss just saying, let's go and book a hotel and go here. And she was meant to come here in November, but obviously this pandemic's happened, but hopefully she'll be coming soon. But I think that's what I miss. I miss, like, my friends. I've got other friends that I miss as well. So I think mainly I just miss my friends and my family, really. There's nothing in England for me to miss. Does that sound bad? I miss being able to order off Amazon Prime. That's what I miss. I miss being able to order off Amazon Prime, like, just thinking, oh, I need this, I need to order that, and it comes by the next day or even the same day. I think that I'm used to my creature comfort. I miss my family, my friends, and I miss Amazon Prime. And what else do I miss? I think that's it, you know. I think that is actually it. So yeah, my mum, my dad, my family, friends, and Amazon Prime. Will you be returning to the UK? The only way I'd return to the UK is if my family don't end up coming and I have to go and visit, because I do miss my family. And I'll return if things get back to normal without all the testing and that. I don't want to be tested and all that rubbish. So if that stops, my family don't manage to come over to Tanzania, then I'll come back to the UK. That would be the only reason really to come back and visit my family. Like, I miss my niece like crazy. Like, I get scared she's gonna like forget about me and stuff like that. And I think that's what hurts the most, and that's what I miss the most. So if I was gonna go back to the UK, that would be the only reason, would be to see family, literally see family, see friends, and try and convince them to come to the motherland. That's it. So will I be returned to the UK? Not at the moment, no. But if things change, yes. And that won't be to live in the UK. It will just be to be passing through, to do things, sort things out, see my family, friends, and come back. So moving on. What are the differences between the UK and Tanzania? You know what? There's loads of differences, loads and loads and loads. All right then, let me just go through the things I can think about. So one, the weather. The weather is beautiful every day, even if it rains, it's hot. Where I live, I can see the beach from just over there, my window, I can see the beach. So the weather, just the way things are set up, like I was saying, in England, I find that things are set up for us. Everything that we want to have, any comforts that we want to have, whether it's our mobile phones, certain TV, our Sky TV and that, it's like we've got to be in a contract. And if we miss that 1 month or something, they want to take us to court, mess up our credit ratings. Everything's set up for people to make money and to see you fail, that's what I think anyway. Here, I have something called DSTV. And it's the same as Sky, you have all the same channels, but you pay monthly. So I've got a monthly subscription. When that runs out, I can decide whether I want to have it for the next month or I don't. So on that phone, I've got this app called M-Pesa. It's where you put your money and you can pay for any bill. So if I decide that I want to have it this month, I can just pay for it for next month. I can just pay for it. I can pick what package I want, and then that's it. By the end of that month, if I don't want to renew, I don't have to. I can have a break. And if I want to renew, I just pay based on what I've got. If I can afford it this month, I pay. If I don't, there's no worries because I'm not in a contract. Why can't England do things like that? Why does it have to be a contract? Why do you have to be tied to something? Just like with our mobile phones here. You have your mobile phone, you've got different packages, data bundles, call bundles, text bundles. You can pick a monthly bundle, you got your phone, you got your M-Pesa app, you decide what bundle you want, you pay for it now, and that's it for the month. If the month ends and you want to renew, you renew. If you don't have to. So you're not under no obligation kind of thing to always be having to have that money. If you ain't got the money this month, it's fine because there's no contract. And that's one of the big differences I've seen here in Africa, because it's the same in Ghana. It's exactly the same. So you pay as you go rather than always being tied into things. Other differences, obviously the people. Obviously Tanzania is a black country, so a high percentage of the people here are black. The highest percentage is black, so you'd probably say about 70% is black, and you've got Arabs and you've got Indians here as well. So that's another thing. I'm in a country where I'm the majority, part of the majority ethnic group. What else? What's the big differences? The thing is, so many things. There's so many. Africa is just like being in England. You've got all the same infrastructures. You've got the malls. You've got most things that you have in England. It's just that England doesn't have the weather and stuff like that. So I can't think of any other differences. Obviously the language, their main language here is Kiswahili. We speak English in England. What else? I don't think there's anything else, I can't actually think of any other differences. Obviously people are different. It's a lot more slower. People are just more chilled, relaxed. They're not in a rush. Like in England, I think that in the West they kind of have us in this kind of rush kind of mentality. Like, you get up in the morning, rush your breakfast, rush to work, rush back home. You want to get home, rush to pick up your kids, rush your dinner, and then you're back to bed. It's like that vicious cycle. But here, I think that people live. Work is something that you need, obviously, to pay your bills, but it's not. It's just chilled. Everyone's just chilled. It's like, it's totally different. It's just a totally different way of living, and it just kind of, I don't know. It's just totally different. Same in Ghana. Everyone's just relaxed. People go to work. you know, after work they go to the beach. There's a more of a better work-life balance. Life doesn't revolve around work. Life doesn't revolve around work. I can't remember, I don't even know. I thought I was going to come up with a good saying there, but it's not going to work. But life doesn't revolve around work here, whereas in the UK it does. Like, work is always the main thing you think about. So if you want to go out with your friends tonight, you're thinking, well, I've got to get up for work at this time in the morning. Can I go or can't I go, or don't I mind sacrificing that bit of sleep? But in here, it's like everything else comes first and then work comes after, even though work is important, but your whole life doesn't revolve around work, if you get me. So yeah, that's the differences between the UK and Tanzania. Do I want children? You know what? I'm not saying I wouldn't want children, but I think the world at the moment is in a total, utter mess. I'm trying to survive myself right here. I'm trying to survive in this mess that we're in this world right now. The world is a total state at the moment. And, you know, when I got up and went, it was just me I had to think about. And obviously I tried to convince my family, but it's not just that easy. I'm that person, I just get up and go. If I get a feeling, I just get up and go. But if I had kids now, it would be a lot harder. You know, if I was married, I had children, would I be able to just say, you know what, we need to go? Because I'd have a husband to have to consult, I'd have to think about my children, getting them ready and all that stuff. So at the moment, I think I'm happy in not having children, because if I had children, I feel like I'd be fighting all the time in regards to keeping my children safe, in regards to, you know, having to homeschool them, because I wouldn't be having my kids in school. I'm a person, I don't believe in vaccinations, I wouldn't be vaccinating them. So it would just be this whole war, I feel like now. And to bring kids into this world right now, I think it would be quite selfish. I think it would be based on my own selfish needs and not actually thinking about the children, because at the end of the day, anything can happen, and you've got a child here, and if you can't fully look after them or do whatever, then you become like a slave to the system, and that's when the system kind of, you know, then starts having a more say in your child's life than you. Because obviously if you are not in the position, or things go bad in the world, that's when the world takes over, you know, takes over the welfare of your child, and I wouldn't want that. I want to be in a position where nobody can tell me what to do with my child, nobody, and that takes money and strength, and to be in the right place, kind of, and settled, and have everything in, you know, everything in place, your house, wherever it is, the money, the husband. So, do I want children? I don't mind not having them based on the current climate, but who wouldn't love to have children? They're beautiful blessings. They are beautiful blessings, but right this minute, no, it's not the time to bring them into the world. So hopefully that answers your question. Moving on, what's your favourite food? What is my favourite food? You know what? I love food. I love food. So I don't know if I've got a favourite food, because I just like all different types of food. I love Thai food. I love Thai food. I love fried rice, especially Thai fried rice. I love rice and peas. I love fried chicken. I love jerk chicken. I love steamed fish. I love jollof. I love okra stew. You know what? I don't think I've got a favourite food. I love most foods. I can't think of what's favourite for me. What is my favourite food? People, I can't think of a favourite food. Like all the foods that are listed, from the jerk chicken, the fried chicken, the rice and peas, the jollof, okra stew, steamed fish, fried dumplings. I love them all. So I can't really say I've got a favourite food. I just love food. Anything that tastes good, I like. But I must say one of my favourite foods is Thai food, along with Jamaican food, and then African food, and I love Malaysian food as well. And I really like Indian food as well. I like taka dal, I like roti or chapati. I love, so I just love food. I ain't got a favourite. Moving on, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? If I could go anywhere in the world right now, right this minute, anywhere, and you know there was basically no problems, it would be Jamaica, and I got at least two, Jamaica and Brazil. Jamaica, because obviously it's where my family is, where my heritage is from. And Jamaica is the most beautiful place in the world, and it does the best food. And I know you all agree with me, Jamaican food is the best. I don't think there's a person from any nation, any race, any ethnic group that doesn't love Jamaican food. Jamaican food is the best. Sorry, I'm being biased. But I love Jamaican food, especially in Jamaica, the real, authentic Jamaican food. I love it. So it will be Jamaica, because I haven't been from since 2014. And it's just exotic, it's beautiful, you know, Jamaican people know how to party, they're very hospitable, they know how to dance. So it's just, you know, I know I'm being biased and everything, but it will be Jamaica. And then Brazil. And the reason because of Brazil, because Brazil has the highest number of black people outside of Africa. If you didn't know that, it's the truth. Outside of Africa, Brazil has the largest number of black people. I know they hide it from us and make it look like Brazil doesn't have us. We are the majority in that country, let me tell you. And I just want to go there and experience it. It's such a beautiful country from what I see. I know that people spent loads of propaganda and all that rubbish about Brazil, but I know many people have been to Brazil and they say, Naomi, it is beautiful, it's beautiful. So I would definitely want to go to Brazil. So if I could go anywhere in the world right this minute, it will be, I'd go to, where's closest? I'll go to Brazil, then I'll go down to Jamaica. Yeah, so Brazil and Jamaica. What are the characteristics of your ideal man? Oh, what are the characteristics of my ideal man? People, I swear, the men on my Instagram, the questions I get, I can't even answer all of them on this because I get so many questions of the men. And I thought I'd just answer this one. So, what are the characteristics of your ideal man? I'd say tall, dark, and handsome. And when I say dark and handsome, I mean like, you know, that dark skinned, you know, smooth complexion. But I'd also say like, I want a man that is ambitious, who has his SH going on, has it all sorted, has it going on. A man who is a gentleman, a man that loves his mum. He has to love his mum, people. Women who don't want men, who try and pull their men away from their mums or turn their men away from their mums, or who don't like men who have good relationships with their mums. What is wrong with you? If your man doesn't have a good relationship with his mum, then he won't have a good relationship with you. If you don't respect his mum, how the hell will he respect you? So you have to have a man that respects his mum. So, a man that respects his mum, a man that is, you know, has respect for you, provides, professes, is honest, yeah, who's honest, who works out, who's got a good body. Yes, that is a must for me, because you know what I'm like. I love good structures, good body, because I think that also shows me a lot about him. I think someone who looks after their body, it shows me a lot about them as a person, because looking after your body, going to the gym, eating well, is like, it's dedicated, shows dedication. So if you're dedicated to your body and your health, you're dedicated in the other parts of your life. So a man that works out, eats well, looks after his body, is well groomed, that's what I like. And just someone who has ambition, who's doing something for himself, who has something for himself. Because I think I'm at the age now where I'm looking to settle down. I probably want to get married. Do I want to get married? That was a question. But, you know, I want a man that is stable, who is spiritual. He has to be spiritual, he has to understand, you know, what's going on in the world. He has to understand his spirituality. You know, a man who studies. I'd love a man who's Pan-African. I would love a Pan-African man. That would be ideal for me, because I think that, you know, my dad has taught me so much, and I've learned so much, and I've done so much digging and researching, and sometimes I want someone to teach me something, teach me, that's what I want someone to teach me. So yeah, someone who can show me different things, make me understand different things, tell me things that I didn't know. Do you know what I mean? Someone who's got money, and that's not for my own benefit, that's just because that shows me that you can keep yourself together. I have nothing to worry about, you know. And, you know, as a woman, I'm not gonna lie, I do want to be looked after. I do want to be looked after, and we look after each other, but you want to know that if you need help with anything, you can kind of lean on your significant other. And men, I'm not saying I'm not no gold digger, trust me, it's just that as a woman, you want to be treated good. As a woman, I can do the things that I need to do as a woman, you know, so I'm not just saying that men are there for money. If you're going to be the head of the household and you want children and you want the family, you've got to be financially stable. A man that he's probably travelled as well, so he knows, because I think that travelling opens your mind, it broadens your mind, it opens your mind to different things and different aspects of life, and you know, so I think someone who's well travelled, doesn't have to have been all over the world, but someone who has travelled, and I think that's it. So someone who respects his mum, respects me, provider professes, is honest, goes to the gym, Pan-African, and is spiritual. Spirituality is a must. Someone that you can, you know, who understands, because I'm a spiritual person, I need someone that understands me, do you know what I mean? Who understands where I'm coming from. I'm not going to be questioning, when I'm meditating, they'll be like, what the hell are you doing, sitting there meditating? They'll be meditating next to me, do you know what I mean? I hope that answers your question on what are the characteristics of my ideal man. Who is your favourite YouTuber? This is an interesting question, because it's crazy that I've got a few, and I want to mention 3. And when I say these are my favourite YouTubers, because if I get a notification on my Instagram from these people, I will watch it straight away. I wait for these people. So I've got a few. So Diana and Ahmet, Diana and Ahmet, because they're from the UK. Patricia Bright, because she is doing big things as a black woman entrepreneur. Latoya Forever, I've been watching her forever, you know. She's a Canadian YouTuber who now lives in Atlanta. Lydia Dinga, she's another London vlogger, and she does travel vlogging as well. And Ralph Smart, he's like a spiritual, you know, he does things on spirituality. He talks about all the stuff like the New World Order, you know, and all stuff like that. So they're my 5. And you know, I've got to support fellow YouTubers. And who else? Have I got any others? I can't say there's any others. I've been watching it. All these guys, I've been watching them for years. I've been watching Ralph Smart for about 5, 6, 7 years. I've been watching Latoya Forever for over 6 years. I've been watching Patricia Bright for years. Lydia Dinga, I've been watching her probably not as long as them, but for a long time. And Diana Ahmet, I watched them from when they were on Don't Tell the Bride. So, you know, all these people I've been watching for a long time, and I've supported them for a long time. So they're my favourite YouTubers. Do you want to get married in the future? Do you want to get married? You know what? I think my problem is I've been so independent for such a long time. I'm a person that I don't mind being single. During my single years, I've enjoyed life. Get me? Like, I have enjoyed life being single. So I think for me, I'm quite independent, and I've got used to that. So I have to have a man to come who can show me something that I'm just like, you know what? This man needs to be my husband. Do you know what I mean? So I think that I think most people want to get married. It's about companionship. It's about having that significant other. It's about sharing experiences, sharing adventures, having that soulmate. But actually, the soulmate, I think that several people can be a soulmate, anyway, to be honest. But I think having that companion is nice. Having that person you can talk to, you can confide in, who you can ask to help you in a time of need. Because we all need somebody in the time of need. So yeah, I think that eventually I would like to get married, but at the right time. I don't want to rush into it because, you know, it's a big thing, and I don't want to be getting divorced. So, you know, I don't want to rush into marriage. You have to really know somebody before marrying them, I think. Yeah, if it's the right person, why not? Why not? So, moving on. So, why did I start YouTube? So, I don't even know. Why did I start YouTube? Okay, in 2015 I started up a fitness YouTube where I was at that point I was like in my prime in regards to fitness and stuff, and I decided to start a YouTube, but I didn't keep it going. But I wish I did, because I'd probably be a fitness guru right now, one of them YouTube fitness gurus, because at that point not many people were doing it, to be honest. I didn't finish that off, and then I always had that channel. I started doing my fitness again, but obviously that was in January, and then the pandemic came, so I had to stop it. So I thought, what can I do whilst I'm in the house at my mum's during the pandemic? I was so bored at my brains. So I was watching a lot of YouTubers who were talking about repatriation, leaving the West, getting out, this, that and the other. And I thought, why not share my repatriation journey? And I just recorded, I don't know why. One day I just recorded a video, and then I recorded another video, and another, and another, and another. Here I am, the Black Travelista. So I don't know why I started. I think I just wanted to share my story with others. And I will be going back to my fitness YouTube as well, which is Naomi Robinson TV, so go and subscribe to that now. Go and subscribe to Naomi Robinson TV because I'll be doing a lot of videos on fitness, health and wellness. But the reason I started this YouTube was just to kind of share my experience, share my knowledge and help people. That's it really, share what I'm doing at the moment, talk about my experiences and just see how I can help others. And to be honest, it has helped a lot of people. I get people reaching out to me all the time saying, you know what, Naomi, you've helped me so much on my repatriation journey and many other things as well. So that's the main reason I started it with, just because I just wanted to help people and just for people to hear my voice. So that's why I started up a YouTube channel. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Where do I see myself in 5 years' time? You know what? About 5 years ago I had big dreams and aspirations, and I'm not saying I don't still have them now. At the moment, I can say that where I see myself in 5 years' time is I want to be well established in my fitness. So I want to get more into my fitness and health and stuff like that. And I want to open up my own gym. That is what I want to do. I want to open up my own gym. So that's one of my main ambitions, and I want to have my own house. At the moment, I'm in Tanzania. I don't know if I want to stay here forever, but if I do, then I want to build my own house here or build some kind of property business here. That would be my main things to do. So I want to open a gym and open up a property business if I can. Not if I can actually. I want to open up a property business. I don't like saying if I can. That means I'm putting doubt into it. So I'd like to do my gym, and I'd like to do property and agriculture as well. In regards to my personal life, I want to be just settled down, happy, probably married and just enjoying life. If all goes well in regards to this pandemic, I want to be travelling. I do want to travel a lot more. There's so many more countries I want to travel in this world which I didn't get to go to, which I haven't got to go to yet. So I would like to travel a bit more. I'd like to be married. I'd like to have my property portfolio, and my property portfolio won't be of the general type houses. I don't want to discuss what I'd be doing with my property. I definitely like to have a property portfolio. I definitely want to have a gym, as that is one of my biggest dreams, to have a gym. And yeah, that's where I see myself really. But I see myself with kids in 5 years' time. I don't know. You'd have to ask me that again in maybe a year's time when hopefully everything's back to normal. But marriage, business, and I also want to be wealthy. I want to be wealthy in 5 years' time. I want to have at least £1 million in my bank account. That's what I want. I want £1 million in my bank account. Seriously. I want to just be able to live life. I want to be able to treat my family. I want to be able to, you know, that's what I want to do. I want to treat my family. I want to be able to take them out of the West if they're still there. So that's what I want to do. I aim to have £1 million at least, at the very least, in five years' time. So marriage, £1 million, a gym, and a property portfolio, and land doing agriculture. So that was all the questions. That was all. And I actually enjoyed that video because, you know, it gets you thinking as well, because it gets you thinking about things that you don't really get to think about. I think that life at the moment is so hectic. Sometimes it's just hard to get that time to just sit down, think, and actually, you know, plan kind of thing. But that has got me thinking about things, which I like. I hope you liked it though. Something a bit different. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and to share this video. I'm Naomi, the Black Travelista, and Travelites, thanks for following, thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye! Mwah.